Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing great. In today's video, we're going to discuss how to make money on Redbubble. So whether you're 14, 18, 32, or even 60 years of age, if you've got a drive to earn some extra cash and are willing to listen to some informative advice, then there's only one thing left to say. Let's get to it. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd like to invite you to do so right now and hit that notification bell icon so that you'll be notified each time that I upload a video. And with that said, let's get into today's topic of how we're going to make money on Redbubble. So after setting up your Redbubble account and adding your necessary payment details, it's time to start creating some cash making designs. And to do this, there are 5 points that you need to keep in mind and to get you on the road to making money. The first is research. Every print-on-demand platform gives you an opportunity to insert tags that people could potentially use to find your designs. No one can really tell you what to design for. That's something personal to you. However, a good starting point is using a website called Bubble Trends. This is a great website as it shows you various keywords that are trending, and you can find ones that don't have a lot of competition. Another good website to use is the Redbubble Trending Tag tool, and do the same there. Try to come up with a list of around 50 keywords, and then you can start designing for those keywords, beginning from the ones with the lowest results up to the highest. But be aware of trademark designs that appear in these keyword lists, as you cannot design for those unless you want to risk getting your account suspended, or worse yet, shut down. A good website to use is trademarkia.com, and here you can check your list of keywords to make certain that you won't be infringing on anyone's rights. So once you've confirmed your list, you can use tools like Google Trends to search your keywords to see what has been trending the most. You could also go into Google and search for funny memes based on those keywords to give you a bit of an idea and some inspiration with respect to how to go about creating your design. You could also check the bestsellers list on Redbubble, and you could even use Etsy to give you further inspiration in terms of how to go about creating your design. Remember, don't copy those designs, but use them as a stepping stone to create your own unique individual design. So you won't be infringing on anyone's creative designs, nor infringing on any kind of trademark concerns. Remember, you want to stay out of that section so that you don't get your account banned or suspended. Whereas you wouldn't like anybody stealing your designs and making them as their own, don't do the same to anybody else. You can also take cross-niching into consideration. Basically, this is merging 2 or more designs into a design. This way you can reach out to more people who are interested in these niches, and the design will appeal to them more than just a design focusing on one niche. There is no magical formula about choosing what to design for. This process does take some time, but as you work at it and study what sells for you and what doesn't, well, you can begin to refine your design strategies and become better at the whole game. The second step is the design process. I use Photoshop for my designs, but if you don't have it, hey, don't worry. You can also create designs on Canva, and you can also use a web version of Photoshop called Photopea at photopea.com. I have a video about using both Photoshop and Photopea to show you how similar they are. I'd recommend watching it so that you become familiar with this particular website. The link's going to be in the description below. But hey, if you aren't that great at creating designs, there is a website that you can use to help you create eye-catching designs in no time flat. And this website is called Placeit. So all you really need is an idea, and then use a resource like Placeit to make that idea come to fruition. Now in the design process, it's really important to work smart. Basically, to minimize the time spent on designing. So it's important that you create designs that are saleable, even if it's just a text-based design. This way you can churn out multiple versions of a design with slight modifications to a word or two that will give the design a new niche to focus on. In doing this, it's very possible to come up with 50 designs in no time flat and upload accordingly. And here you can also consider changing the color of the text. So you can have one in white on black, black on white, green on black, yellow on black, the list goes on. Another thing to keep in mind is your mindset, as there are some things that will definitely deter you from making sales. And the first one is called perfectionism. This stops people from making money more than anything else. If you are never satisfied with the way your design looks, you're never going to upload it. And if you don't upload it, you're not going to make any sales. There are tons of sellers on Redbubble who just upload mediocre designs and are bringing in the money. So don't overanalyze your designs and don't try to make them to be too perfect. The most important thing here is that you upload it and you move on. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. But that's okay. You can learn from your mistakes and try to improve upon it for future designs. So leave the pressure of perfection out the door. You don't need it, and get creating. The second is overanalyzing other people's designs. This is a huge time killer, and sadly, what many people new to print on demand fall victim to. While it's good to spend time researching designs for inspiration, don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed by what you find to the point that you don't get going with your own designs. Spend some time, take some notes or a few screenshots for inspiration, and then open your favorite design editing program and get started. There's no perfect design nor perfect niche. There's just people who get down to it and start designing. Those are the ones who succeed and make money. Another important consideration to keep in mind is to move away from the money-making mentality. If you are going into this with the mindset that you want to make $1,000 a month, then you're going at this the wrong way. Instead, have a mindset of how many uploads you want to do per day. You'll be amazed at how quickly your portfolio grows when you keep this mindset at the forefront. You're going to upload maybe 5, 10 designs per day. Well, if you upload 10 designs per day and you do it from Monday to Saturday, well, that's 60 designs per week. Double that, that's 120. And with each week, you're always going to grow 60 designs per week. And before you know it, your portfolio is going to be huge. Don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself, which you cannot control. Instead, control the things that you can, and that is how many uploads that you can put in per day, per week, per month. And as your portfolio grows, the potential of making more sales will grow with it. And that's when the potential for more sales to come in, which obviously will lead to more money. The next step deals with search engine optimization. Getting your designs seen is fundamental for sales. And websites like Redbubble and hey, even Google want to help you get your designs out there. But in order to do that, you have to provide both with some vital information. The most important thing is to include your main tag in the title, the description, and obviously in the group of tags that Redbubble provide for you. It's very important that you include around 14 to 17 tags per design. Now, I know what you're going to say, especially if you've used Redbubble before. Well, you can put up to 50 tags. Why don't I put up 50 tags? I'll be able to be seen by more people if I put up that many tags. Yes and no. In doing some research, I found that Redbubble tends to frown on designs that have more than 14 to 17 tags. The reason being is that there are a lot of tag spammers out there who just spam designs with lots of tags that are irrelevant. And that obviously is quite frustrating to people who are visiting Redbubble in the hopes of buying a particular design and cannot find it because they find designs totally unrelated due to tag spammers. So Redbubble tends to put designs with a lot of tags at the bottom of the barrel. So if you want yourself to be at the bottom of the barrel, go ahead, put up all 50 tags up. But if you want to be searched and found, then keep it to around 14 to 17 relevant tags, and your designs should be seen and found, hopefully purchased by a potential client. I published a video about this not too long ago, which I will leave a link in the description to. If you are new to Redbubble, this is definitely a video to watch. Here's a quick example of how using this strategy can get your designs ranking on the first page of Redbubble search for a particular keyword. Step number 4. Adjusting your margins, especially for stickers. Redbubble starts you off with a default margin. Now what you need to do is you need to go into your dashboard and actually go into where you can adjust your margins for each product. I would definitely recommend that you take up the sticker margin all the way up to 100%. And then see how much you would like to make on all of the other products. Obviously, you want to make sure that you keep your other products competitive with other sellers. The 5th step is promoting yourself. And one of the best platforms to use in this particular case is Pinterest. It's a platform to be on for print-on-demand websites. But be careful, it isn't just enough to open an account and start pinning like crazy. To be successful, there are a few steps that you should definitely consider, from setting up your boards to how to create a pin and what information you should include in each pin, so that your reach will be successful and vast. I published a complete tutorial about Pinterest, which takes you step by step through the process, and would definitely recommend watching it before starting anything on Pinterest. The link will be in the description below. You know, working in the print-on-demand business, you have to understand that it isn't a sprint. It's more of a marathon. It will take time for sales to come in, and it's highly likely that it might even be days or weeks before you actually make your first sale. But again, that's okay. Don't let that bother you. Keep learning, keep researching, and keep on uploading. This type of business is all about a numbers game. And while it might be easier than a normal brick and mortar business or a business where you actually have to handle goods and services and deal with customer services and that whole lot, it does still have its own challenges. You also have to realize that there will be some designs that will never sell. And there will also be some designs that you may think will never sell, and then one day out of the blue, you get that infamous email from Redbubble saying, hey, you made a sale, and you click on it, and it's actually that design you thought was never going to sell. So that's the beauty about selling on Redbubble and other print-on-demand platforms. You just never know. You have to keep plugging away, you have to stay positive, you have to stay focused, and don't expect that you're going to become a millionaire overnight. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. But what will happen is that you will reach a level of success that you'll be happy with, and you will be reaching the goal of this passive income ideal. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. Get going in the opening of your Redbubble shop. And if you haven't already done so, let me encourage you to do it. And have fun with it. I've been doing this for some time now, and I still get excited every time I turn on my computer and sit down in front of it with a design idea in my mind that I want to get going and upload, and create and upload. I'd really appreciate a like if you got some value from this video. And I want to wish you every success in your print-on-demand journey. If you have any questions or comments for me, please drop them in the comments section below. Or you can get in touch with me via my Instagram account. My Instagram handle will be down in the description below as well. We're all here to help each other. And I'm here to help and support you all the way. So whether you're new or whether you've been at it for a few weeks or a few months now, and maybe perhaps you're not getting enough sales, then put the advice that I provided in this video to good use. Don't worry, the sales will come. Just be consistent, be patient, keep researching and learning, and most importantly, keep improving. And eventually, you'll start seeing success. It may not come tomorrow, it may not come next week, but it will come. Remember, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Well, that's all I've got for today. So be safe, be healthy, be creative. Bye for now.